what's mental preparation look like? Like, how many years before the Olympics do you start helping an athlete believe that they can win an Olympic medal?
Well, I think it's got to be a seed in that athlete's brain, something they want to do, right? Nobody can quickly get there, right? It's a long process. But if your goal, if you're a national champion or you've proven yourself to win in some international tournaments, and you think the Olympics is a possibility for you, then defining it as, hey, I want to be on the Olympic team, that would be the first step into getting ready. And, but I always make them put it on paper. If it really is your goal, then you show me that it's your goal and put it on paper and commit to it. I want to be Olympic medalist. I want to be Olympic champion. I want to go to the Olympics. World team member, maybe junior world team member, whatever it is, we walk before we go to the highest level. But if the goal is to go to the Olympics, let's accomplish these other things first, right? Because if we can accomplish these other things, then we're on our way to getting to the ultimate goal, which is the Olympics. For somebody like Kayla, for example, she didn't say that she wanted to be Olympic champion, when she first came here in 2005, right? We wanted to become national champion. Then we wanted to be on the world team. Then we wanted to be a world medalist. Then our sights were set on the Olympics or the Olympic gold, so it's having those clearly defined goals that are attainable. Like they should be a reach, they should be a stretch, but they have to be attainable. They can't be just a pipe dream, but once you put it to paper, and you think it's achievable, then it's mapping the plan to get there.
Is there a daily process of visualizing yourself as an Olympic champion or national champion?
Yes, it is. And you should do it either every night before you go to bed, or before every training session, or after every training session. One of those 3 times or first thing you wake up in the morning. Because it helps some people, it motivates them to go do what it is they're supposed to do in the day. But the process of visualization is to me, is closing your eyes for a few moments. Your brain works really, really fast, right? And it's actually picturing the day in its entirety from start to finish, from the moment you wake up and you step on the scale to the moment you have your breakfast and you go through your morning routine. Like, live the day that you're going to have at the Olympics. So whatever it is you're trying to do, let's say the Olympic day, for example. Picture yourself making weight, picture yourself who you're around, eating your breakfast, maybe saying a few jokes, laughing. This is a real day. Make it real.
Yeah.
Going back and packing your judo bag for the day, getting on the bus, driving to the venue, feel what it's like walking into the stadium, for the first time, going to the warm-up area, seeing you draw up on the sheet who you're going to fight that day, watching yourself warm up, go through your warm-up routine, walking out of the chute, into the venue, going to do that first fight, picture the moment of throwing your opponent, coming off the mat, high-fiving the coach, getting ready for your second fight. Like, live the day from start to finish and make it as real as possible. Where all the way to the moment where you've just won and you're raising your arms in celebration, you're bowing, you're hugging your opponent, you come off the mat, you hug your coach, you're running around the stadium with the flag, you stepped up on the podium, you heard your name, Olympic champion, Jimmy Pedro, like you heard the moment, the medal being put around your neck, picture the people coming up on the podium with you, arms around them, taking the pictures, like, the more real you can make it, even before it ever happens, right? When you do that enough times, I feel that pathways get created for you, so that when your body gets to that moment, and I've been here before, this is it, this is my moment, this is what I've pictured my whole life. I'm not nervous because I've seen this is going to happen. I believe it's possible, right? And I believe the athletes that do that and make it real enough that when they get to that moment, they go right through. There's no hesitation. Yeah. This is meant to be. This is my destiny. This is why I did everything I did. Versus the ones that don't think about it ever, but just kind of hope.
Yeah.
It's not real to them. It doesn't feel attainable. They don't believe it's possible. They haven't committed to believing it was possible. Without that commitment in yourself and that belief, It can't happen.
And one thing that I talked to Travis a bit about this. You probably worked with him on the details of what you're talking about, but he said that you should really like focus on visualizing like the sensations
Mm-hmm.
you feel. So, like, say if you're drinking coffee or something like that, you're not thinking about like observing yourself from a third person perspective drinking coffee. You're like you're thinking of how your hand will feel when it touches something warm. Like you try to replay the actual sensations you would feel, right? So it sounds kind of strange, but meaning like you really want to put yourself in the body as you would experience those
Mm-hmm.
moments, as opposed to like watching yourself on TV experiencing those moments. Like really be inside. And yeah, so that means sensations. Like how does it feel when you grip a gi? How does it, the sweating, just the sensation of sweat, like rolling down your forehead or whatever. Like all of those actual feelings.
When I explain it to you,
Yeah.
like I guess my body has been through it so many times, both in my mind and in reality, that it brings back all of those same emotions.
Yeah.
I start to get goosebumps. My armpits start to sweat. Like I'm living it if it's real.
Yeah.
I'm reliving it now, but when you're going through the visualization process, it has to be that real. The smells, the taping of the fingers, like the more colorful and the more real you can make it, the more believable it is.